Hey everybody, Steve back again with another video. I've been shooting a bunch of videos and upload them, and then when I watch them I realize I messed up years or fumbled around with words or mispronounced stuff and just generally was not happy with those videos. So I took them down and I plan on redoing them because there was a couple people that commented on those videos, and that's what happened to them for those that did see them. So in the future I plan on redoing them and showing a couple extra stuff with that. This video is going to be basically your basic collection update, and I thought I'd throw in some more first pressings that I have, a cassette and a couple records. But anyway, I'm going to move on with this. I'll show the first pressings first and then go through the collection update part of it. In the background, we'll be listening to Shadow Kingdom Records Compilation, Volume 1. This is fantastic stuff. Great stuff. Back in the day, compilations were how we learned about bands, basically. If we wasn't looking at the album arts and just grabbing them from the store, was getting these compilations and then discovering new bands and going from there. What a great way to advertise. Back then, of course, we didn't have internet, and we rely on stuff like this or word of mouth or fanzines or magazines or what have you. And just when they bring stuff back like this, I love it. I wish this was on LP. I'd definitely get this on LP. But this compilation has Altars of Oblivion, Savage Master, Bloodstar, Haunt, Tyrant, Temple of Void, Bewitcher, Pounder, Iron Void, Sayax, Fatal Curse, and Strife. It's fantastic stuff. I got this free with one of my Hell's Headbangers packages a couple weeks ago. So anyway, that's what's going to be playing in the background. This fucking killer ass comp. Love it. So I'll show three first pressings I have. One with cassette and two LPs, of course. And first will be this Voivod, Nothing Face on Mechanics. It's a fantastic album. I have this on CD and vinyl. Finally got the reissue vinyl, but this is the main staple of my collection. I listened to for years. Is this one right here, and just the good old-fashioned cassettes. I love showing cassettes, and I'm starting to bring more of them out. And here lately, the ones that survived the crap that happened long ago. I don't want to mention that again. But anyway, yeah, so first pressing, Voivod, Nothing Face on Mechanics. Killer album. Second I'll show is this first pressing of Cities, Annihilation Absolute, which is on Metal Blade Records. It's basically your heavy metal, borderline speed metal album, in my opinion. Really great record. I believe one of the dudes from Twisted Sister plays drums on this, if I'm not mistaken. But just fantastic album. I'll show you the contents inside. Favorite songs on this is Stop the Race, Not Alone in the Dark, Cruel Sea, In the Still of the Night, Shades of Black. There's several great songs, just a banger. Show you the insides of it. Comes with this old Metal Blade order form for t-shirts and what have you. T-shirts back then were $9. You could buy a button for $1 or a Metal Blade tour jacket for $10. Really cool to still have those. Of course, here's the sleeve with the lyrics, and I always have to show these on Metal Blade with that old logo. Fucking killer album. Hopefully I'll put links to all these in the description below. Hopefully you guys know this. But yeah, this is my Cities Annihilation Absolute, 1986, when it was released in mint condition. Second or third actually is basically your run-of-the-mill speed metal or power metal album right here. It's Leech Lord, Burn to My Touch, which is on 2 different labels. It has Combat on it and it has Metal Blade. Fantastic album. Kind of reminds me of kind of like I guess Fate's Warning a little bit. Even the artwork looks like Fate's Warning, and I kind of believe, I have to look it up because I'm not knowing for sure, but I believe Fate's Warning, like Awaken the Guardian, seems like it's the same artist that does Leech Lord's Burn to My Touch. Could be wrong, but it looks an awful lot alike. So anyway, what's in this one? Got a Leech Lord order form, which is really cool. Those old school days where you had to mail in everything to get what you wanted instead of a touch of a button. Lyric sheet with the collage, and of course I did want to show this. This is cool as fuck. So you got the Metal Blade logo and Metal Blade underneath it, but Combat at the top. Cool. So of course this is first pressing. I believe it was released in '87. I want to say is when this one came out. But fantastic album. Pretty heavy. Vocals are freaking awesome. Power metal style vocals, just killer stuff. Those dudes, they're like all about it. So that's that portion of the video. So I'll move on with the next session, which is the collection update. Of course, I think everybody's probably tired of seeing this album, but I did get this Megadeth, The Sick, The Dying and the Dead, which is on double LP, and it's a pretty good album. It's not what I was expecting, because when you hear We'll Be Back, it's probably the fastest track, or Night Stalkers. The rest of it's kind of good. It's a good album. Maybe it needs a little bit more time to grow on me. The album, I guess, is about the Black Plague. I always think it was going to be more about a coat, you know, the coof. Won't say that out loud. But favorite tracks on this is the title track, The Sick, The Dying, and the Dead. I really like Night Stalkers a lot. Dogs of Chernobyl is a really good track. We'll Be Back, of course. But one that I noticed in some reviews that people don't really care for, I think it's the weakest track, is Mission to Mars. I actually like that track a lot. So, really good album. So, Megadeth, The Sick, The Dying, and the Dead. And what cracks me up is I bought this pre-ordered, and I got it for like 28 bucks or something like that. And I went to the record shop and they have it on the shelves for 49 bucks, and the damn cassette is going for 20 bucks. What the hell? They're exploiting that, in my opinion. So moving on, some more CDs right here. Picked up Don's, I think it's called Sorgpe Svart Vingar Flog, which means sorrow fell on black wings. It's really great black metal, Swedish black metal EP. It has an Infernal Majesty cover, The Night of the Living Dead. I absolutely love their cover of it. Comes in this weird case. This is the first time I've ever had a case that looks like this. So, absolute banger, of course. Becoming one of my favorite black metal bands is this one. Fantastic stuff. Love this album. And I've been in a black metal mood lately, so it's fun. Just a fun album. I think this was released in 96. Yeah. It says 96 on the back. Next up is this Rasterous Murmur, Rhapsodies in Red, which an absolute weird album. It's brutal. Released in 1992. It's an Austrian death metal band, brutal ass death metal band, and just really raw. Just a raw freaking album. What I really like about this is they didn't remaster it. They left that analog 8-track sound to it, and this is on Osmos Productions. It's fantastic. I think it's Osmos. Yeah, it is. But really cool album. I love the album art. Always have, and just glad to have this back in my collection. I should have picked up the vinyl. I grabbed the CD instead for some stupid reason. But I could always go back and get that vinyl if it's not sold out. But yeah, Disastrous Murmur, Rhapsodies in Red, killer artwork. Next up, picked up another Swedish death metal gem, which is Gorman, The Ending Quest. Don't mind the digipack. I've never actually had a copy of this album ever, so having it now, it just makes me smile. This is a great album. The vocalist kind of sounds like the guy from Amorphous. This has a more of a doomier feel to it, I guess. More of almost a Finnish sound to it, but of course it's Swedish, and just fantastic. I remember reading up on this, and the first name of Gorman was Testicle Perspiration, I think it was, which cracks me up. I wish this was still named that. That'd be freaking gold. But anyway, just a fantastic freaking album. Came out in 1994. Swedish death metal gem. Gorman, The Ending Quest. Next up, I got Vomitory's Raped in Their Own Blood. Swedish death metal from 1996. Real brutal ass stuff with that Swedish sound, and just absolutely fantastic. Has a lot of punky riffage going on, but more of a hardcore punky, I guess, aggressive sound, but with that Swedish mean ass sound, I guess. Fantastic record. I believe this is their debut. This is actually the first time I've ever owned a copy of this album, which I plan on picking up more of their stuff. Just a fantastic album. This one all the way through. I remember listening to it the other day and just absolutely loving this thing. So, and I've always liked it in the past, but now something about having a physical copy, you just pop it in there and you kick back and admire the artwork and read along with the lyrics and different things like that. Just brings another dimension to the music, in my opinion. So yes, Velma Terror, Vomitory, Raped in Their Own Blood, 1996. Next up, there's two albums I bought at the used shop for 99 cents a piece, and I'm really enjoying this one. This one is Dies Otter Through Weird Woods, which is symphonic black metal, released in 2000. It's a German black metal band. Just fantastic black metal. This thing freaking rips. I love this album. Some of the songs are in German and majority of it is in English, but been really getting into this black metal sound. There's the album art, and fellers there, total black metal looking dudes. I think I listened to this album about 3 times since I picked it up. It was basically a blind buy. I didn't know anything about it, but I could tell just by this art that it had to be something dark and extreme, and it turns out it's a black metal album. Fantastic album. I really love this album. So check it out. I'll put a description or the link in the description below. It's on what record label is that? Lost Episode or something. Can't read it. Need my glasses. Fantastic albums. Highly suggest if you're into black metal and you don't know this band, which many of my viewers do know more black metal than I do, check this motherfucker out. It's a fucking badass banger. And last but not least, pick this up at the same time with that, 99 cents, Entombed's Wreckage EP on Music for Nations or Three Man Records. It's got 3 dice, but it's okay, you know. It's still death and roll. There's the Music for Nations logo. They do a Twisted Sister cover on it that's freaking killer. I love that Twisted Sister. I think it's Tear It Loose. The title track of Wreckage, it's really good. Sounds like something along the lines of Wolverine Blues. And the last 3 tracks I didn't really listen to a whole lot. There's a remix of Wreckage, which sounds like Jesus Built My Hot Rod for some reason. But the inner sheet there. And of course the painting. Pretty cool painting of a junkyard. I think it's a painting, maybe it's a doctored photo. But anyway, yeah, this is cool. Just to have in my collection, having Entombed EP. I don't know much about Entombed after Wolverine Blues. I believe this was released in '97, so quite a few years later after Wolverine Blues. But still, not a bad EP. 99 cents, you can't go wrong with it. So, Entombed, Wreckage. So this was actually a pretty good video. I didn't fuck up too much, I don't think. I'll probably see it after I upload it and then delete it. Hopefully not. But anyway, you all have a great one. This was a fun video. You all have a good one, man. And women. Later.